everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be completing our colour along page in Johanna Basford's book Small Victories. So we've only got this little one left to do today, and I'm going to continue with the arteza pencils. So I'll go ahead and zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, so the first colour I'm going to go in with is chartreuse, which is a really light green colour, and I'm going to go ahead and use light pressure and do a base coat on these leaves around the house. Then going in with moss green, I'm going to make a start on adding some shadow to these leaves. So what I'm going to do is darken up the bottom part of each leaf using normal pressure, and then lift off the pressure as you come up towards the middle of the leaf. And I'll do the same for all of these leaves. And then going back in with chartreuse, I'm just going to use normal pressure and go over this to blend everything together. Next, taking stone grey, we're going to make a start on the bricks themselves. So what I want to do is use light pressure and add this colour in to all of the stones, and then we're going to go in and add some shadows afterwards. So just light pressure, fill this section in. Then taking pear green, I'm going to start to add some green around where the leaves are. So I'm just going to use light pressure and just sort of go around the leaves on the bricks so that it looks like there's a little bit of moss on the brickwork. So again, just light pressure and add this colour in. Okay guys, and for some reason my camera cut out, so I'm going to show you what I did so that you haven't missed anything. So I went in with elephant grey and I used normal pressure to go ahead and fill in all these little gaps here in between the bricks. And then I used this and light pressure to add some shadow in. So I did some light pressure here and added some shadow in underneath this join. I added a little bit here and here and here and here, and then I darkened up the bottom bit here just using light pressure, added some more colour in. So that's everywhere that I did that, just so that you don't feel like you've missed anything. And then I went back in with stone grey and just used normal pressure to start filling this in and taking it over all of the colours apart from the leaves. So just taking it over all of the moss that we added in and all of the shadow. So I'm just using normal pressure at this point. And then going in with shadow grey, I'm just going to darken up these little pieces here because I don't think they're quite dark enough. So just normal pressure, fill in the little gaps. Okay, and then back in with elephant grey, we'll add a little bit of shadow here. So I think I'm going to darken up around the moss. So just using light pressure. And light pressure along this bottom edge here. Then back in with stone grey, normal pressure, fill this in. Next I went in with basil green and filled in these little pieces of grass down the bottom here, just using normal pressure. So for some reason my camera decided to stop filming again. I'm not quite sure what's happening. I'm having some technical difficulties today. So please bear with me. Hopefully from here on out it'll be okay. Next, taking periwinkle blue, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this little window here. So I'll just use normal pressure. Next, going in with lemon yellow, I'm going to make a start on the house itself. So I'm going to use light pressure and go ahead and add a base coat in to the areas that I want to be yellow. Then taking some flower yellow, I'm going to add some shade in. So I'm going to start with this strip here and I'm going to darken up either edge using normal pressure. And then I'm going to lift the pressure off as you come towards the middle. Here we'll darken up underneath this join, so normal pressure along there. And then lift the pressure off as you come down these little pieces. For the top piece, we'll do some normal pressure where it joins to the tiles. And then lift the pressure off as you come down. For this piece, I'm going to add a shadow under the window, so normal pressure around the edge. And then again, just lift off the pressure to blend that out slightly. And then I'm going to add a line of normal pressure here from this top join and lift off as you come down. And then back in with lemon yellow using normal pressure. I'm going to fill this in completely. Okay, and our shadow's not quite dark enough, so I'm going to go in with Tuscan Sun and just go ahead and darken up the shadows. So I'm just using normal pressure here. And I'll go over where we did all the other shadows as well to darken them up. And just lift off as you come down. Same up here. And then going back in with lemon yellow, I'm going to blend this out, normal pressure. And then for the roof, I think we'll go for orange. So I'm going to go back in with sunflower yellow and do a base coat on the roof tiles, because this is going to be our lightest colour. So just light pressure, fill this in. Then take in pumpkin orange. I'm going to add some shade to our tiles. So I'm going to darken up the top piece where they join to the tile above using normal pressure. And then I'm going to lift the pressure off to blend that colour out as you come down the tile. And we'll do the same for the next couple of rows. And the top one, I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow to one side and lift off as you come over. Then going back in with sunflower yellow, I'm going to use normal pressure and blend this all together. Okay, so that's that part done. So we're going to move on to this part so that we can get it matching. So I'll go back in with lemon yellow and do a base on the house. Then take in Tuscan Sun, we'll add some shadow in. So I'm going to darken up under the roof using normal pressure. And down this edge here where it joins to the house, normal pressure. And then I'm going to lift off the pressure here to blend this out, and along the top edge too. Back in with lemon yellow, normal pressure. Blend that all out. And then using sunflower yellow, again, I'm going to do a base coat on the roof, so nice light pressure. And then going back in with pumpkin orange, we'll add some shade. So I'm going to darken up the top piece here under these leaves, normal pressure. And we'll run normal pressure along this side where it joins to the house. And just bring that out a little bit further. And then I'm going to start to lift the pressure off so that we can blend it out. Back in with sunflower yellow, normal pressure, and blend this together. And I missed this little window here, so I'm going to go back in with periwinkle blue and use normal pressure to fill in the window on the door. Okay, and now I'm going to make a start on the background because I want to do the background before I add the final little bits of colour. So I'm going to go in with my pencil, and again I'm going to draw a bubble shape around this lovely little house. I'm not liking this bit, there's too many little ones, so I'm going to rub this bit out. And we'll just make it one big one. Okay, so first going in with plum purple, I'm going to add some light pressure and start to fill in the background where I want this colour to be. So this is going to be our sort of lightest pink. So I'm just going to use light pressure and fill in the bottom piece right up to our little pencil lines. Then I'm going to take fuchsia, which is a bit of a darker colour, and I'm going to use light pressure, take it over the plum and start to bring this colour up a little bit further. Then we'll swap to orchid purple, and again I'm going to use light pressure, take it over a little bit of the fuchsia and take this colour further up into our cloud. And then taking eggplant purple, I'm going to add some of this colour in too. So again, light pressure, take it slightly over the last colour and start to bring this colour further up the picture. Then going back in with the rubber, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of our pencil line. Okay, so now going back in with plum purple, we're going to start to darken up our bottom pieces. So I'm going to use normal pressure right at the bottom here and just start to darken this up and fill in these sections. And then here I'm going to start to lift the pressure off so that we can blend it into our next colour a little bit easier. And the same on this side. So going back in with fuchsia, I'm going to start by going over our blend with light pressure and taking it down into the fuchsia colour. We'll do the same on this side, so light pressure, take it over the lighter pressure of the fuchsia that we just did. And then going back in with plum purple, I'm going to go over this with normal pressure. And the same here. Okay, so now we can use fuchsia and normal pressure to start filling in our fuchsia sections. And then again, I'm going to start to lift the pressure off. So lighter pressure here so that we can blend our next colour in. Then going back to orchid purple, I'm going to use light pressure, take it over the lighter pressure of the fuchsia. Then back in with fuchsia, normal pressure, take it over the blend. And then we can use orchid purple to start filling in our purplish section. So normal pressure. And then again, I'm going to lift the pressure off so that we can blend this out into the next colour. So just lighter pressure up here and the same over here. Then going in with eggplant purple, I'm going to use light pressure and go over where we left the lighter colour. Then back in with orchid purple, normal pressure, blend that out. Then we'll swap back to eggplant purple and normal pressure. Take it over our blend. Okay, that's looking all right. So I'm going to use normal pressure now to fill in the rest of the top section. Okay guys, so that's how the background is looking. So next we're going to move on to its little chimney. And I'm going to use stone grey and go ahead and do a base coat on here. So just light pressure. I thought this would be nice to do matching the brickwork. Then taking elephant grey, we'll add some shadow in. So I'm going to darken up the bottom piece where it joins to the house using normal pressure. And then lift off the pressure as you come up. We'll darken up this little middle section because that would be darker. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow to this side of the top. And then lift the pressure off as you come over. Back in with stone grey, normal pressure, fill this in. Then going back in with chartreuse or chartreuse, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the window frame just so that it matches the leaves that we did. So I've just done that with normal pressure. And then taking moss green, I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow to this bottom edge here. So again, just normal pressure. And then we've just got this little door to do, so we'll do that the same. So we'll go in with chartreuse. And then moss green, add a little bit of a shadow to the bottom and lift off the pressure as you come up. And then I'll go back in with chartreuse and use normal pressure to fill it in. And then using Tuscan Sun, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the doormat. So I'm going to do normal pressure where it meets the house and then lift off the pressure as you come away. Then taking basil green, I'm just going to use light pressure, but just add a little bit of a green colour to this bottom edge. Just so that the doormat doesn't look like the only thing at the bottom with some colour on. And then taking a white gel pen, I'm going to go ahead and add a highlight to the window and to this side of the chimney. We'll add a little one to the door window too. And there you go, you guys, that's our final little picture completed. So I'll zoom you out so that you can see the whole page together. Okay everybody, so this is how the page looks. Now we are all completed. So I'm really happy with the end result. I hope you guys have enjoyed the colour alongs, and if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on future colour alongs. But with that being said, have a great day and I'll see you guys in the next video.